and welcome back to The Response. Today we are live on scene at the memorial protest ball, if you will, Vogue as an act of resistance. The community has come out in protest to show love and support for one of our slain brothers. If you can just look around and see, the crowd is starting to pick up. The people are gathering. As you can see, the community is showing up. Queen Jean put out the call. The community has answered. I have seen several community leaders here thus far, and this is just the beginning, so stay tuned. We are here live for O'Shea Sibley. Take your space, but we are here to take up space. My name is Miss Carter, and I am with a talk show called The Response. And today we are out just talking to a few people, and I want to ask, what does it mean for us to come out and protest and show our support? Why is it so important that this is taking?
It's important that this is taking place because the biggest power that we've always had as queer people, especially queer black and brown folk, has been in coming together in community, and not only just coming together in community, but being witness to each other while we are in this movement of life. I think that I was talking to my friend about it yesterday. There's something about being witness, not necessarily witness of the actual action of what happened, but spiritual witness of this person is transitioning because of severe hatred and severe wickedness, but to show up for this person spiritually, I have to believe that they are dancing. He is just dancing and moving to exactly where his soul is on the way to. But it's important to show out for him because we're the only strength that we have. We are each other's strength, and we are each other's support.
And of course, we are here with the iconic Junior LaBeija. How you doing?
I'm just here.
Just here? Okay. We know that you have, been around for a while and seen so much of, what we are here protesting today. And I know that it never gets any easier. But, or have you seen any progress? Has the fight progressed? Or do we still have a long way to go?
We have to be united. And we have to understand what united means. We cannot no longer allow ourselves to believe that we are separate. We are part of the human race, and therefore we are a part of humanity. And what I want to say to the universe today and in your presence is that I want everyone to answer this question. I want them to ask this question, and I want them to translate it in every language. And the question is, why must I perish in order for you to flourish?
Thank you, Junior.
What's up, babies? So why have y'all here? Let me have a word with you all. I say, so why have you here? Let me have a word with you all.
What's up? Okay, so, of course, hello, everyone. Hello. The babies love Miss Carter. Okay. Anyway, my name is Miss Carter, and this is The Response. Of course, we are here because of a tragedy that has happened in our community. Can you please tell us why is it so important that we gather and our voices be heard in these types of situations?
Many times that violence attacks happen within our community, it's sensationalized, it's not seen as important. When black and brown bodies face discrimination in the wider society, we're normally ostracized. It's normally played off for media attention, for voting, when there's a presidential time. So once we gather and show support like this, it shows visibility, it shows love, it shows that we think it's an injustice, that we're just out here to show our love and respect, and that justice is served.
I want to ask you. So I have the pleasure of knowing you, and I know that you are someone who is new to America. I want to ask you, what does it mean to you to see this type of protest, to see the LGBT community come together when back in your hometown where you are from, you may not, see these types of things. What does seeing this mean to you?
I was saying to my family earlier that the space is providing room for the response. It is a protection of our human rights. It's what we do. It's our act of resistance. But most of all, in simple terms, it's our way of saying no, that we will not be erased, that we will not allow them to take the joy away from us. And speaking of joy, yes, I'm an immigrant, but coming here to America, it's almost like I was expecting a global standard of my overall protection of my human rights, and to live freely and to identify as to really who I truly am, and to express that belief as freely as I can. And to think that someone from the community life was being reduced to showing acts of joy, to being taken from showing acts of joy. I do it all the time now, living in New York, and I think all the time that that person could have been me, because I do go to the gas stations all the time. I do go to bodegas, and I'm with like a Kiki house now that I'm practicing movement with, and it's heartbreaking, but I'm happy that I show up, and this is our resistance.
Thank you. In times like this.
I personally feel like one of the things that we have to understand is that we always will have a target on our back. As sad as it is and as unfortunate as it is, not everyone will understand us or understand, our walk in life, nor just what we want to express as, individuals, just human beings. I always suggest and I always advise more unity within our community, because it's us against everyone else, as far as just being a gay male or just, my trans sisters and my trans brothers. It's just more so of just being aware, having learning the ability to walk away, and also to try to diffuse things. And diffusing can always just be simply ignoring or just simply separating yourself, because people look for any reason to attack us or to bash us or just to bring us down. So in a sense, don't give them the fuel that they so desperately desire. Just stay to yourself. It's very unfortunate, that we can't live comfortably or just live in our authentic selves in this community and in this world, because it's worldwide at this point. But we do know what we're up against, and at some point, it's gonna change. But we're crawling when we need to be running, and we need to be at a way faster pace. And it's sad, but moments like these shine a light, as unfortunate as it is, on the actual threat to our livelihood as it is today. And it's just fucked up that we lost something.
You one of the aunties. But, on a serious note, I am Miss Carter, and I am with the talk show called The Response. So we're here because, there is something very tragic that is going on. But I know that you are a community worker and someone who works at a community-based organization. I want to talk a little bit about, working in these organizations, we see these people and touch all of these people in some type of way. They come to our agency, or we get to know them, or they're in our ballroom houses and we establish these connections and these relationships. I just want you to kind of talk about the silent tears of community workers, or the mothers and the fathers and the aunts and the uncles, and brothers and sisters, the pain that we experience every time these types of tragedies happen.
Well, thank you for interviewing me. Okay. With this certain individual, I had the pleasure of knowing him through both parts, as him coming to my organization and also being a part of my boardroom house, right? And like you just said, as us being community workers, we take on so much because we have a real connection with a lot of these people, right? And it's a lot to take in sometimes because, we build bonds with them. And we see a lot of them at their weakest and when they're vulnerable. And we have to be strong for them, right? So it's like, even if they don't know sometimes that they make us stronger. So to witness, I'm not gonna say witness because I didn't witness it, but to bear witness of, what happened and to know the person, it's a bit traumatic because it could be anyone, you know what I'm saying? It could have been myself, you know what I'm saying? It could have been you, because we are the community. This is our community, you know what I'm saying? And this is something like we love to do to have fun. And it's like, it's sad that you cannot be, I'm not even gonna say yourself, just living your truth and just having fun without someone having anything to say. And when you trying to stand up for yourself, stuff like this happens. And you look at us as a community like, damn, what could we have done better? But honestly, we do. I'm not gonna say we do all we can do, but we do get things done. But it's just society, 1 minute y'all pro-gay, trans, and the next day you're not. So, and it's all on where you're at. So it's just, don't use my French, but it's fucked up. But it's just now time for us to just try to stick together. We gotta wake up. Like, try to stick together and we gotta avoid certain situations sometimes, and know that every battle is not ours. It's truly the Lord's. And that's what I go by.
Well, thank you so much. It's good to see you, and we outside, and we are here to support, you and the House of Demir Rosales. I know that this was one of your, house members, and we give our deepest condolences and thank you.